dami-dami ng aking minahal.
You are an immigrant as well as
I
a
am.
lot of our kababayans. And here in our show, we do love to talk about our immigration story to help our kababayans kind of get to navigate this new
do
world.
I have a story for you?
So, what were your initial challenges? You left a very successful career.
I
in the
did. I
Philippines.
left in 1995, pretty much the prime of my career. But you see, what had happened then was I had my very first bout of cancer, my first out of 3, and it just was an awakening. And I figured, if it happens again, it may be the last. So I wanted to take care of my children. Then they were only 5 and 2. So I told myself, well, I've had a blast with show business. I had a good career, more than I could have ever dreamed of, and I think the family was the priority at that point. So I left, and it was very difficult. I think I cried my first 3 years in Canada. Who's gonna find me in Canada? But I don't regret it one single bit.
That does sound challenging. Was it, besides the move, is it like not being around family or people familiar with
I would
you?
say the thing I missed the most was my mom.
Mm.
I'm very close to her. But fortunately, every year I was blessed to have been invited home for Valentine concerts and more, so that was good. But I think it was my family there that I missed the most.
How was it navigating in Canada, new place, and adjustment for your whole family?
Definitely a big adjustment. You know what life is like in Manila. You have nannies, one nanny per child. You have somebody to help you at home, to cook, to. So all that I had to do. It was a new domestic career.
It is a job.
It is a job. But I learned to appreciate it, and eventually I discovered a new purpose of being there. I thought the Filipino overseas workers are the most hardworking, wonderful, dedicated people, and through the years and up to now, I have learned to dedicate my time to them. And if you don't mind, a little plug, I'm actually very proud to say that I will be the first one to do a concert on a cruise ship. And this has been escalating from me singing for the crew members. I just hop onto a cruise ship and sing for the crew members, and I just love doing it because they're so lonely. And finally, they gave me an opportunity to do an actual concert on the cruise ship on the Ruby Princess, and I've called it Joey Albert Global, and not because I've been named in 2019. Leo Awards gave me a Best Foreign OPM Artist Award, but I think I want to be true to that title, and I want to dedicate my being here to singing for the global Filipinos. So, actually dedicating this show to the global Filipinos, the immigrants, the immigrants who sacrifice their lives to build better lives for their children. And it's the biggest struggle is jumbling a new life and keeping the old, because we never want to let go of our heritage and we remain patriotic. So I found that music was the best way to keep that old and new together.
And it's genuinely an experience that you share with them. So I'm sure that makes it
I'm proud to.
special.
I'm very proud to.
So, Ms. Joey, you're a 3-time cancer survivor.
I am.
You've brought up 2 beautiful girls.
I have.
You are also a teacher, right?
I run a daycare.
Daycare. How do you even squeeze all this time and still find time to sing for us, an audience, and now this cruise ship project?
You know what they say, Rolling Stones gather no moss. We don't want to gather moss. So we keep busy. I also do my Joey's Jams every Saturday night that I'm home, so I sing on the Joey Albert Facebook. You'll see me there singing on my TV in my little room and just doing covers, 70s, 80s, movie themes, anything. I don't know. They say once a singer, always a singer. I just always loved singing. I sang in bands for years. I don't know. like to bring back good memories. I think music is the best way to bring back good memories. And there's enough hardship among Filipinos and immigrants here. And I think that singing them a few songs that remind them of their good life back home does good things for them. So I'll do it as much as I can.
Do you have any tips for our kababayans who probably are still at the beginning, at the onset of this change? How do they get past that and into like where you are in this phase of your life?
For me, I remain focused on my purpose, which is my children. I am a very dutiful and beautiful person. For as long as you remain focused on why you're here, it will become easier. God will give you everything you need to make it easy. There will be hardships. It takes a toll on everything, affects everything else. But I always say my first 10 years here are my poorest and hardest but happiest times, because I was with my children for 24/7. It was hard, but in the end, the fulfillment. So just wait for that. Just keep focused and just think of the fulfillment that will come in the end. It will come.
I know you had mentioned it was tough to walk away from your career, but you did also say no regrets. Looking back,
God was good. I really, really thought it was the end of my career. I was ready to have nothing left of it, but God was good. He said, I think in my heart, he said, they say seek ye first the kingdom of God. I don't want to get too biblical, but I think it's if you take care of what is important to him first, he'll give you back everything else. And he did.
Living testament here, ladies and gentlemen. What makes you come back to music every now and then? Like 60 plus years, still doesn't look like it. But you know what makes you keep coming back?
I don't know. I must have been born for it. I'm born. I don't know. And I'll sing for anything and anyone. Like I told you, I'll sing on my Facebook Live, whether anybody listens or not. But I think it's probably what keeps my soul alive, and that's probably why I keep doing it.
If you can compare your life to a song,
what would it be? Here's the hard question. She saved it for the last. If I compare my life to a song,
it doesn't have to be a Louis Ocampo song.
Oh no. That's a really hard one. I've never thought about that.
Sure, I would say different songs for different occasions, but maybe at this point in your life.
I don't know, but there's one song that I always end up singing to people, and it's called "The Last Day." Today we're the last of all days. Would it change how you feel when you? It's a song that makes you measure if you've done everything you have, and that's something I'd like to say that at the end of my life that I did. Or maybe the other song from called "Fill the World with Love." The last stanza of that song says, "In the evening of my life, I will look to the sunset. When the night is due, and the question I shall ask, only God can answer. Was I brave and strong and true? Did I fill the world with love my whole life through?" And I think that's the song for me. That's all I really want to do.
Like, can I request that in song form? That last line, it sounded so beautiful.
Oh goodness. I hope I get all the words right. In the evening of my life, I shall look to the sunset. At the moment in my life, when the time is due. Not sure about that line. And the question I shall ask, only God can answer. Was I brave and strong and true? Did I fill the world with love my whole life through?
I'm gonna cry.
You are gonna cry, don't.
All right.
That's all he asks us, I think.
I know you mentioned your upcoming event, basically.
You're crying.
I know. Turn to her. Message to your fans who have always still been very supportive and follow like what you've been up to.
Oh, just thank you so much for never leaving me and always believing in me and always just listening to me, being through all the ups and downs, and thank you for giving me a reason to sing always until my dying day. Thank you.